Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is titular and we are back here in Agatha Christie, Murder on the Horizon Express. And can we finally solve the murder today? We'll see. Let's do this. Mind a palace thing. Translation of the engraving. Use Poirot knowledge of Russian to translate this engraving. I don't know anything about Russian, man. Let's see, Elena. Elena, no. Okay, so H, like an H. It's an N, okay. Then a little thing there. I don't know how to describe it. A P backwards. I don't find that P backwards. Where the hell is that P backwards? It's not that P, right? Doesn't seem like that P. But okay, now a T. Now an A. And an N. Another N. And R. Inverse R. Looks like this. It's not this, man. Oh, that's that. That's an L. Natalia, probably. That's not a name, man. Let's try Natalia.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
It's not Natalia. I cannot. Is it backwards? Probably it is backwards. That symbol there, man. It's not an A. Looks like this. Looks like an N. This looks like an L. That's an A, that's a T. But that's not it. That's not an A.
This is wrong.
Of course
But
it is
I'm
wrong.
never far from the truth.
We could use a hint for the first time. Let's use a hint and let's see what the hint is all about. Inspect the engraving on the medallion in order to find out which Russian yeah, we saw that. The name starts with Atta in Russian Cyrillic. Hatta. Really? Doesn't seem like an A.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
I have to use the other hint. The full name is Hata. Oh. That's an R. Yeah. Yeah. Natalia.
Natalia. Would it be Natalia Dragomirov? She is the only Russian passenger on the train. In addition, her first name begins with an H in Cyrillic.
Indeed.
That was easy.
No, it was not. I had to use the hints. Okay, we have to talk now to the princess. And the princess is... is not on first class, really? Yeah, the princess is not on first class. That's the bar. Let's go to second class. The princess in second class, really? Okay. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. I think it's right here.
I am not prepared to receive anyone. Come back later.
I'm sorry, madam, but a man has been murdered. I must ask you a few questions.
You must have misunderstood me. I cannot speak to you just now.
Madame, I know that Sonia Armstrong is your goddaughter.
Come in, please.
Okay.
Please forgive my intrusion, madame, but I really must ask you some questions.
Then ask. I'll answer if it pleases me.
We have not been properly introduced, yet I have observed her a couple of times, so I can already deduce some things about her.
Okay, she's Russian. She's 85 probably. And she's the director of a museum.
That's the right answer.
Alibi?
I will first ask you about last night. Will you tell me your movements?
I went to bed just after dinner. I read until 11, then tried to sleep. Later I woke.
What caused you to awaken?
I suffer from back pain, a consequence of old age interfering with an active life. I called Schmidt around 12:45 a.m. to give me a massage. She did so until I fell asleep.
How long was she with you?
A good hour, I would say.
I see.
Okay. Let's ask for the
The
handkerchief.
first initial of your first name, Natalia, in the Cyrillic alphabet looks exactly like the letter H in the Latin alphabet.
I'm Russian, Monsieur Poirot, and I was the head of a museum of antiquities in St. Petersburg for decades, until I moved to Berlin recently. I'm familiar with Cyrillic.
This handkerchief is yours, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. I lost it.
It was found in Monsieur Ratchet's room. Can you explain to me why Madame Schmidt didn't identify the handkerchief? She must have known it was yours.
Possibly to protect me. She is very loyal. Your next question will be, how did my handkerchief come to be lying by a murdered man's body? My reply to that is that I have no idea.
That is not an answer, madame.
It is all I am able to give you.
What about the Armstrong
I
case?
must tell you, Princess Dragomirov, I have discovered something astonishing.
And that is?
You are Sonia Armstrong's godmother.
You make that sound like a revelation. I have never hidden the fact, monsieur.
You knew Colonel Armstrong well, then?
I knew him slightly, but his wife, Sonia Armstrong, was my goddaughter. I was on terms of friendship with her mother, the actress Linda Arden. Linda Arden was a genius, one of the greatest tragic actresses in the world. I was not only an admirer of her art, I was a personal friend.
Very well. But this links you to the Armstrong kidnapping case. Helena Andreni is the sister of Sonia Armstrong, the late mother of Daisy Armstrong, kidnapped and killed by the man who was murdered on this train, Ratchet.
Indeed. Was it he? Then justice has at last been served.
Allow me to summarize.
Do I have a choice?
First coincidence, I shall call it. You are close to the Armstrong family, and the presumed assassin of Daisy Armstrong was killed while you were on board the same train. Second coincidence. Your handkerchief happens to be found at the foot of the victim's bed. Third coincidence. One of the stab wounds inflicted on the body was by a left-handed person. You are left-handed. That is a lot of coincidences, Princess Dragomirov.
Well, Monsieur Poirot, call it fate. If you report to the police your coincidences, they will laugh. A woman of my age and frailty has violently murdered a man? With how many potential witnesses who saw me doddering along the corridor in the middle of the night like Lady Macbeth?
You are right, Princess. You could not work alone, which means you have one or more accomplices. And it is only a matter of time before I find out who they are.
I would appreciate it if you would remove yourself from my room and take your fantasies with you.
Nope, because your room has my mustache.
Привет! Привет!
Now, where's that mustache? I wonder. I wonder where the mustache is. Must be here. Has to be here. But I don't see it. I don't see the mustache anywhere, which is most unfortunate. But let's look at that deduction. Cross-checking new alibis. Okay, Miss Andreanetti with Mr. Dragomirov with Schmidt. Foscarelli with this. Mr. Michel. Some with Mr.
I must admit
No.
I'm not right this time.
This and this. This and this. This and this and this and this. Yes.
That was easy.
Okay. Now report to book. So let's report it to book. Then here it is.
Oh, Poirot, you're there. She hasn't moved, but she seems to be waking up little by little. What about you? Your investigation progresses?
I find myself helping everyone with their problems before they can help me with mine. I have shifted boxes, helped with hangovers, repaired an orange juicer, unlocked some Russian dolls, all so my investigation can proceed.
Don't forget the dessert recipe.
How can I?
Truly, the labors of Hercules.
My friend, I would rather clean out the Orient stables. Yet, I have managed to solve a few mysteries.
Oh, tell me everything.
Okay. The embroidered handkerchief?
The embroidered handkerchief belongs to Princess Dragomirov. I also found out that she was Sonia Armstrong's godmother.
On the same train with the little girl's murderer?
Exactly. Also, Elena Andreni is the younger sister of Sonia Armstrong, Daisy's mother.
Another passenger connected to the Armstrong case?
Yes, Book. What are the odds, do you think? But I cannot see either woman stabbing Ratchet over and over again in a frenzy. And they apparently have alibis.
No, the broken watch.
I had 3 theories concerning the broken watch. It could have been tampered with. It could have been out of adjustment before the murder. Or, of course, it could indicate the actual time of the murder. The only hypothesis I could rule out was that the watch was out of adjustment. For the others, they are impossible to verify. So the watch is of little use to the investigation.
And I was convinced that it indicated the time of the crime. 2 women involved in the Armstrong case.
Let us not forget our patient here. There are 3 women.
Look, she seems to be waking up.
Are we playing with her?
What's happening to me? Did I fall asleep again?
Indeed, Mademoiselle Locke.
Sleeping pill?
Did you take any medication? Sleeping pills, for example?
No, I never use sleeping pills.
I inspected your cup. You can clearly see that there is a residue of something at the bottom. I'm sure a lab test would confirm you were drugged. Most likely an overdose. That would explain your battle to shake off the effects.
You think Fräulein Schmidt did it?
She certainly had the most opportunity, but why would she?
But no one knew who I was. It's impossible that someone deliberately targeted me.
Let's go to the mind map. Miss Lucky drugged. Choose the 2 most likely suspects to have drugged Miss Lucky. So, Schmidt. Dragomir? Dragomirov?
No, not good.
Debenham is not. Nilsson.
Think, Poirot, that is not a good answer.
Michel.
Fräulein Schmidt or Monsieur Michel may have drugged the tea that Mademoiselle Locke drank.
Of course.
Fräulein Schmidt or Pierre Michel could have drugged your tea. They are really the only 2 people on this train who could have done it. But why would either one do it?
Mr. Poirot, I'm feeling much better. I'd like to bring you up to date to why I ended up on this train.
Yeah.
If you are able, I would very much like you to finish your story.
Very well then. After the Daisy Armstrong case was officially closed, I put out a standing request to the police departments in the Boston area for anything on Michael Clark. But he didn't turn up on their radar. I even set up an anonymous tip line for news about Clark. That's how I met Braid. A sketchy contact on the dark web, but they found nothing I could use.
Yeah. We are returning to play with Miss Lucky. And since we are going to start a new chapter, despite this episode being so short, after the
4
cutscene,
long years passed without anything new.
we'll end it.
Every day I looked at the evidence board I put up in my apartment bedroom. Then this morning, a police report landed on my desk that changed everything. I paid a visit to the police property room and took home a box full of clues. There was his name. Michael Clark.
Yeah. We are going to do this tomorrow, guys, because today the episode is done. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a short one, but I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave me some comments down below. It all helps this channel to grow, and I will thank you very much so if you could do that. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. My name is TituElite. I hope to see you next time in the next episode. Bye bye and take care.
If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Also read the description below, where you will find ton of useful information and links regarding the contents of this video.